Hello, this is Mr. Marvelous. You're welcome, and this is Wrestling Talk. Well, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw, we're going to talk about Smackdown, and we're going to talk about NXT. That's why I don't do with my vid until this part of the week, so I get to see everything. Just see how those chips fall. Like you're having a game of Dorimos or something. So we had a recap. This is Monday Night Raw, yeah. So we had a recap of what happened last week. Yeah, I'm gonna bore you with it. But basically, we had Roman Reigns coming out to the ring, basically saying it's still his yard and whatnot. I'm sure he comes across as a heel, you know. He's just may as well just turn to the dark side. But you know, don't hold back. And then we had, well, basically we had an ambulance turn up. Again, an ambulance. Yeah, but there was nobody about. So Roman Reigns was a bit suspicious, and he thought, I'd have a look about what's going on here. Braun Strowman's got to be somewhere about. So he goes up to the ambulance, they can't find him. And out of nowhere, Braun Strowman comes and batters him. Was that an uncomfortably long laugh? I'm a bit triggered now. I'm not triggered. I'm a bit buzzing. But I've been waiting for Braun Strowman to come back for a while. He came back months before I thought he would. But he's already beating the shit out of Roman Reigns already. He just bats him around. Threw him into the ambulance. He did this, he did that. He put him in the ambulance. And then he bashed the back of it. And then someone drove off. So technically, if that was the match, the ambulance match, Braun Strowman already won. Like I say, this is like a summary of Raw, you know. I'll get to every blaming detail, you know. Life's too short. Yes. So, what are my notes here? Right. In no particular order. Oh, I think we had Drifter, or we had Sheamus and Cesaro face the Hardy Boys and Finn Balor. Now, you know, the Hardy Boys have gone against Sheamus and Cesaro about 8 to 7 weeks in a row. That these guys have had some kind of match together, be it 3-man tag team, 1 against 1, whatever you want to say. These guys have spent a lot of time in the ring. You could say they're married to one another in a wrestling team. So yeah, the Hardy Boys won. And then we had a segment with The Miz. And he had these 3 basketball players. This old dude who was a basketball player and his 2 sons. I don't know much about basketball, so forgive my ignorance. Okay, sorry. But basically, the dad of the 2 boys, he was hilarious. He was all over the place, you know. Woo, 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 woo. You remind me a little bit of Ric Flair. He's like that bit elasticy, you know, like an elastic band. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But he was good, entertaining, very entertaining. And then basically, the Miz was basically trying to like cause, well, to like join some kind of, some kind of like, let's all come together and have our t-shirts and have our names all on. And then the old geezer from the basketball players goes to Miz and goes, I'm not interested in you. You're too low on the, you know, you're too low on the, what's that? On the food chain. Then Dean Ambrose comes out and he says, I know. He says, I love it when I get a free t-shirt. Well, he needs a free t-shirt, the smelly buggy. He doesn't wash his hair or clothes very much, does he? So there you go. So then everybody comes out. Yeah, whatever, man. Oh, I can't remember what happened after that. But basically, I'm sure they all ended up on a 3-man tag team. I'm sure they're probably dead, knowing how this one was going. Yeah, so they end up in a tag team match. Nobody cares, right? Sorry. I'm just keeping to the good things that happen on Raw, right? Now we were told Brock Lesnar's gonna be in the building. And Brock Lesnar was there. Yeah. Poor Heyman go to the ring. And then Brock Lesnar was gonna come. He was going to use music. Well, basically, Samoa Joe came behind him and put him in the clutch. And that was the end of that. Brock Lesnar went purple. And the tag team have to come out to get Samoa Joe off Brock Lesnar. So, that was the end of that. And then we had a women's gauntlet match. We had, basically, it's Wednesdays on, basically. We had Nia Jax, and started off, I think it was with Bayley. That was unlucky for Bayley, I think. And basically, Nia Jax went through them all like a buffet. She was hungry. She ate through them all. And then, at the end, there's, basically, Sasha Banks was a lucky individual. She happened to, because they were, all night, they were, picking, like bingo balls from Kurt Angle. So, oh yeah, sorry, gotta go on a little bit of a rewind. And another incident happened in the night. I didn't put it in my bloody notes. Anyways, we had Enzo come to the ring and then basically talk about Big Cass. And basically say, doesn't matter what's happened, all the things that you've gone through, he's got to forgive him. So then Big Cass comes to the ring and basically, he basically makes it look like he's going to make it up with Enzo. But just before they leave the arena and go through the curtains, he bloody clotheslines him, bricks him up like that, and then throws him. Throws him under, the thing that they walk on, the walkway. So, bang, that must have hit. Alright, so I said that. So let's get back to the women's gauntlet. Right, so the women's gauntlet. There was Sasha Banks, and there was Nia Jax at the end of it. I think Nia Jax has gone through Bayley, Emma, Dana Brooke, and, Mickey James or whatever it is. She'd gone through them all, and then there was Sasha Banks at the end, but it just wasn't enough. And Sasha Banks won. I think it's one of a submission hold. Is it the bank statements or something? I don't know. So there you go. So she's got to be the number one contender for Alexa Bliss's title. And that was Monday Night Raw. Now when I watched it, I thought it was alright. I thought it was better than the week before. But looking back at it now, maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it was on reflection. Maybe I was just a bit buzzing from the Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe segment and the Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns segment as well, which was first. And maybe I was a bit buzzing from that. And maybe it didn't, it was an alright Monday Night Raw. I won't go back on my first initial feelings completely. So, I'd say it was better. I would say it was a fairly good Monday Night Raw. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't brilliant. It was just okay. Then we go on to Smackdown. Which may as well be called the Women's Federation or something. Or the Women's Programme. Smackdown just seems to be taken over by the women just lately. So I got my next Smackdown. I got women's show. The only thing really worth talking about other than the women's ladder in the match, bang. Women's ladder in the match, bang. The Money in the Bank match for the women is, I think Baron Corbin went against Sami Zayn, and I think Corbin won. And I think there was a segment with Randy Orton. He come to the ring when there's someone English, Joe English, what his name is English, who sings, the wrestler who sings. I forgot what his name is. He used to be in the Vaudevillains. And Randy Orton comes to the ring and he gives him an RKO from nowhere. So that was good. And he stays in the ring and goes, basically, he won the match with Jinder Mahal. He has one more shot at it because he touched his Bollywood boys touched his dad. It's his personal. You don't get family involved in things. So then Shane McMahon comes to the ring because Randy Orton says, I'm going to stay all night. I forgot to. So he comes up to him and goes, alright, I'll give you a bloody match and bugger off. That's that. And then we have the women's Money in the Bank. The women's Money in the Bank match. Basically, Carmella throws a promo. Oh, my neck. Throws a promo. So basically, she doesn't even understand why she's got to be in another match. She didn't do nothing wrong, and there was no rules. So we go through the motions. Daniel Bryan basically explains why there's got to be another match. So we get to the Money in the Bank match. So we got Flair, Charlotte Flair, we've got Becky, we got Talila, we've got Natty, we've got Camilla. If there's anyone else, I don't care. If there's anyone's name I've forgotten. Right. It wasn't as good as the match before. The Money in the match. The Money in the Bank match from the main event. But it was okay. Now, no bloody chin Ellsworth was been banned from the arena. That happened at the beginning of the show. But he turns up near the end of the match to pull that trick one more time. But I think Becky Lynch is having none of it, or somebody. And basically, but then Carmella uses a witch, gets the table, and basically beats the crap out of Becky Lynch or somebody. And then goes up to the ladder and gets the money in the bank briefcase. So she's won it anyways. So all this was a bit much ado about nothing. I just hope the ratings went up a bit on Smackdown. Smackdown was a bit poo again. Sorry, but it was. It was poo. Right. And then we got NXT. The most interesting, two things happened. Two most interesting things, two matches on NXT. And then we had a little segment between the Authors of Pain and Authors of Pain and Heavy Machinery. Whatever. I'm sure they're going to have a match soon. But then we had a match between Tommy against Oney Lorcan. Now these two started off and Oney was all there going boo boo boo, flying elbows against the corner, and basically I think broke Tommy's nose. So the referee has to stop the match. He goes, look, his nose is bleeding fluorescently, he's just bleeding. So they go, that's like a flag the match off. So I technically think Lorcan had won at that point. Oney had won. But then Tommy comes later in the night and basically says he wants to finish this match. So technically, if he'd won the first one, I'm not sure. Maybe the match was just waved her off. But basically, they went at it again. And this time, Tommy took Oney Lorcan to town. Took him to Chinatown! I don't know if he's Chinese or not. I just thought it sounded good. So there we go. Well, basically, he brought the rain and gave him to go to sleep. I think it was a good match. You watched it, surely. I recommend seeing the match. Very physical, very stiff. Hey, if you're going to wrestle this stiff, you may as well just have a fight. So there we go. And then we had the match at the end of the night. We had everybody was probably looking forward to was Asuka, who's been undefeated. She's apparently beat not Brock Lesnar, Goldberg's undefeated record from WCW. And she's going against Nikki Cross from Sanity, which they aren't Sanity, they're insane, they're mentalists. It's a good match. It's a last man standing match, or last woman standing match. Now the difference between the women's wrestling on NXT and the main roster, or the Monday Night Raw Smackdown, is that the women are actually good on NXT, and they actually wrestle good. And they're basically much better wrestlers. Mostly of them are, anyway. Not all of them, obviously. But one good one or two of them are really good. I don't know what's going to happen if they ever go to the main roster. Because someone like Asuka, I feel sorry for her. She's going to get destroyed on Raw SmackDown. In my opinion, she just isn't going to get to be who she is. Not going to get to be so, so aggressive and, who they're going to put her against, But hey, never mind about that, I'm on tangents. So we're going on to that match between Asuka and Nikki Cross. It's a good match, it goes all over the place. It drags on for a little bit for me. But these kind of matches tend to drag on a bit. But the high spot, or the end spot at the end of the match, was brilliant. It was a superplex from a ladder onto the announce table. Brilliant! Asuka wins and is still undefeated, and you're fighting NXT Women's Champion is still the NXT Champion. So that was NXT. And that was Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Bleh. Oh yeah. I was looking on my Twitter. And guess who's blocked me now? Now Jim Cornette's blocked me. I didn't think he sent any messages to him. I might have said some things about him, but not indirectly. But like, what a pussy boy he is. I'm Jim Cornette. I'm so serious. I go around threatening people. And if somebody says something I don't like, I block them. Because I'm a mad ass. Just like Kelly. It's only a matter of time before that Dave Meltzer blocks me as well. Oh, Jim Cornette is real hard, man, isn't he? I didn't even send him a message and he blocks me. Goes around threatening people because threatening he's going to go to their houses and kick their heads in. Yeah, that's right. Finn Russo had to put a protection order on Jim Cornette because he made a threat on his broadcast, basically saying that he's going to come to his house at some point and he's going to give him what he deserves. He's an idiot. He's stupid. I'm not condoning violence, but if you are going to take someone out, I recommend you don't warn them about it first so they can, get the police on you. But like I say, I don't condone violence. But I'm just saying, anyway, I'm going to hypocrite myself, or make myself look stupid. But basically, you don't warn people about it if you're going to do something. Obviously, you were never going to do anything. But you've gone on your podcast and you've made a threat to Vince Russo. And now you're in trouble. And no doubt, with your big gob, that will keep writing checks that your ass can't cash, sorry. That you're going to end up in more legal trouble. You're probably going to end up in court because you're such an idiot. Sorry, Jim Cornette, but you're always a bookie wrestling. And just, bye-bye. No one likes you, Jim Cornette. You keep going on about how many people that don't like Vince Russo. Kevin Owens doesn't like you. Anybody from Ring of Honor who's worked with you, who's unfortunate to work with you, doesn't like you. And there's a lot of wrestlers that don't like Jim Cornette. And there's a lot of people who don't like Jim Cornette. But he forgets to mention this. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who'd like to take him out. you know, in a world which they could do. But obviously we can't. So I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying people go around threatening one another. I'm not condoning that people should go around doing anything to one another or anything. Use your mouth and use your brain. If you want to get someone, just moan about them. Just slack them off. You don't have to make threats like he does. He's just an idiot. I hope you listen to this, Jim Cornette. You're such a has-been. You haven't had your hands on your fingers on the pulse for wrestling for as long as there probably have been on the planet. So I won't worry about it. Obviously, he went to the Hall of Fame and he said it got a bit too big for him. But you know, it is what it is, boys and girls. I'm probably one of the most controversial, dangerous wrestling bloody YouTubers in the planet, because I've been blocked left, right and centre. People don't like what Mr. Marvelous has got to say. Well, I don't care about anybody. All I care about is trying to give positive feedback and giving positive criticism to the WWE so they can be great again. I'm not interested in crap. I'm not interested in personal battles with personalities and egos. I'm here to tell my subscribers what I think about wrestling. If I think it's improving, what I can say to improve the product. I hope somebody in the atmos on the internet world listens to me. You need to be more mainstream, get more celebrities on there. You need to make it more interesting, better characters, bigger personalities. Let the bloody wrestlers say what they want. Don't give them such these stupid, wooden, crappy scripts. Let them talk from the heart. Let them become who they are. Let them become the character. Let them say, let it come from the heart, let it come from the passion. Stop putting chains and locking these guys away. Just let them be who they want to be. They want to be wrestlers. You can't expect these men and the women to put their lives on the line, go into the ring, and then not be able to express themselves like they want to. That's my advice to you, Vince McMahon, and Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon, and the WWE. It has to be more organic. You have to let the fans choose who they want. Anyways, got a massive tangent then. This is Mr. Marvelous. You're welcome. Eat my bicep, bitches. Ta-ta.